Hello everyone and welcome to Castle Story. Castle Story is an interesting game. It's been kind of in Steam early access for quite a long time. In fact, I remember back in like 2013 seeing this thing first come onto the scene, and it was pretty popular because the concept was cute and interesting. But, however, they actually released 1.0. So they are no longer in early access. Now, I don't know if that's because they just kind of ran out of time or what have you. And it's been probably a couple years since I've actually looked at the game. So basically, this is kind of a first look just because it's been that long for myself. Anyways, we're just going to go ahead and hit play. And I guess Invasion used to be a popular mode just because it was a good way to practice laying out walls, but I think Conquest would be cool. Hordes of marauding Corruptrons roam the land. Can you muster enough forces to kick them off your island? That sounds like a nice, simple, clean kind of objective. There's also a world editor, a multiplayer, and of course, save load game. So let's go ahead into Conquest, where you get to, I guess you can download Steam Workshop maps and things to use. Definitely in multiplayer, I'm sure that would be a good thing. User-generated maps. Very interesting that there's two categories here. Anyways, let's just pick an official one so we don't waste too much time. So let's, what's a cool one? I think Plateau Mont Royal sounds pretty cool. Here's a little overlay as to what the shape looks like. And we'll just play. So Castle Story is all about your little Bricktrons. They are these cute little yellow marshmallow type men, and they harvest, gather things. You lay down blocks for castles and defenses. You can assign them to work in like chopping down trees, mining, and it's like a nice small defend your base kind of game. So we are going into the world. The loading time is so far decent. I mean, we're already at 88%. Tips and tricks: hold right click on various objects such as the furnace to get whatever. Okay, cool. Somewhere on the island they roam in bands. They don't know where you are, but it's only a matter of time before they find you. If the Corruptron captures your home crystal, you lose. To capture crystals and shards, create and bring a capture ward to them. Newly captured shards will surely grant you wisps to spawn Bricktrons with for less energy. You can expand your territory by capturing crystals and shards, spreading the spawn cost on multiple crystals. Okay, well, here we are. Take a look at this. This is Castle Story. The graphics have always been this cutesy kind of block voxel. And this is the map we are on. And this is our little home crystal. So we had to prevent them from capturing this. So let's do a couple things first. Let's go into the build mode, and I think structures. Wow, there's a lot more than there used to be. We're probably going to need a chopping block, so let's go ahead and get that set up. We'll probably need 2, just so we can turn them over a little bit. We'll set up a new task. We'll harvest some trees over here. All right, we'll go ahead and hit OK. And pretty much any free worker should go towards your little tasks. So in this little area here, you can also move it around. I think we can expand it too. So if you want to chop down more of the forest than initially planned, you can do so. So there's our first little chopping block, which I think if I hold right click, you can tell it it's going to produce planks now. Same with that one. So we have 2 chopping blocks to work with. And let's create a new task for another construction object here. And I believe we need a stockpile or 2. So let's place a few of these down just over here by the forest. Probably just 4. I think that would be alright. And what's going to happen is people are going to realize that things need to be done to accomplish this goal. So one guy is already over here picking up logs and chopping them into planks that we can use then to go ahead and put down stockpiles. So we're going to hold down right click on these and basically assign them to wood only. Is there a good way to do this? Except only wood. So it looks like we're going to do this kind of individually a bit here. and that's alright. So this is a good little wood stockpile that we have there. And here we can go ahead and probably build a couple more just for some different variations. Very similar to Banished in that sense. So let's do a plank stockpile, I think. That would be good to do. So we'll leave a little bit of a space for them to get into there. Alright, accept that. And off they go. Running to the supplies to place these down. Man, the music is very jazzy, don't you think? It's pretty nice. So this, we can go ahead and just move it, I think, closer here. Now, if I remember, last time I played it, if you cut down trees kind of near the edge, high chance that they're just going to fall off. So you have to be kind of careful of that. So we are going to set this as plank storage. Okay. Now, I don't know if you can select multiple of these at once to make that a little bit quicker, but, you know, that's all right. So there's our plank storage. We'll go ahead and also build a few more stockpiles for stone. So 4 there. And then I think 2 for tall grass there and 2 for tall grass there. So the grass you can harvest for fibers, and you can start making like cloth and items like that for kind of mid-tier items to craft for your either military or whatever you may need. I did play a little bit of the game, but this is really as far as I got previously. I was just like, just trying to make sure the controls were gonna work in my favor. So this we are going to set for stone. 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 Stone there. This one here's let's only accept plant material. Plant material. Plant and plant. Okay. So we have that. Let's go ahead and harvest some stone while we are at it. That might be good to do. Alright, we're pretty much good on wood. So we'll get some stone. And then, I think this is iron. Or something similar. Are we safe? It looks like we're safe for now. Nothing's really into our area, which is good. And while we are getting that stone, in fact, I'm going to just move this to incorporate all of that there. We will go ahead and build. We're probably going to need a loom of some kind. If you tap right click, you can rotate your items. So we'll set up a loom, a workbench. Alright. And I think that's fine for now. Everyone's getting assigned stuff, which is good. Now, I think if I drag this over here, over those little rocks, what it'll do is... yeah, they'll go pick up the ones on the ground. That's good to know. Okay, so we have our first little crafting benches here. So we have a loom and a workbench. Let's take a look at this. So we can make a halberdier kit. It's 1 iron ingot and 1 plank. That's a pretty basic melee unit. I really enjoy archers in this game. They're pretty useful. So 1 fabric, 2 planks, and 1 rope. So, wow, we're going to really have to expand our stockpile capabilities, I think, first. For some of these new items we're making. So, let's make some of them over here. So, rope, fabric, and I guess iron. I think that would be fine. A little worried to see what may come in the future. Let's also go ahead and get a zone going for plants, harvesting plants. We'll just make sure that area is all cleared out as well. There we go. No idle workers here. at Brickton. Can you name your people? I don't think you can. Thinking about it. Wow. It's such a nice, clean, simple art style. And I will say, last time I played this game, the performance was rather poor. And right now, everything is basically operating as I think it should. Let's change this a little bit. So we'll change this to iron. We're gonna change this here to rope. And this here to fabric. So now we have that sorted out. You can see the fibers are coming in there. Let's go ahead and make a thing of rope. So it was what? 1 rope, 1 fabric. So there's a fabric next. That's cool. The little animation's really nice there. So it looks like they make fabric on the upper one and then make, well, fabric on the lower one and then rope on the upper, which is pretty neat. I'm glad they have these little animations. They're just so adorable. He's a little grumpy though. He's a grumpy dude. In fact, all of them are a little grumpy. So I think he needs a bit more fabric. All right, that's fine. We'll expand our fabric gathering area out a bit. He's completely out of fabric, so he's not really going to do anything anymore for us there. Now you can tell this to turn off. Yes, you can. That's good to know. So we're going to grab some fabric for us. We got all the wood that we really need. Though there's still some laying about here and there. Oh. Is he going to actually finish it? No, he needs 4 more fabric, it looks like. He's carrying 1, you're carrying 6. 11 fabric? Oh, is it because you actually can't store anything? So we'll do that. Keep that empty, and we'll change this to fabric. I think that is why they're not actually storing it. They're actually leaving it on the loom. I think it means there's been 3 created there. Yes, so you can see he's taking it off now. We'll leave this as rope for a little bit, and we'll make some archer kits. Let's see how well this goes. So he's going to make some rope on the upper area. He's grabbing some planks. He's putting some planks in there. He's grabbing a rope, which is good. And look at that, he's crafting a little bow. That's neat. You can terraform as well. So I think there is a stockpile for weapons that we're going to have to mine. Alright, and what are you? You're a nice little Bricktron. Let's see, harvest. How do I... Click to select workers. Control click to... Ah, I can. Spawn worker. Hey, we gained a person. That's good. Over time, it looks like this energy bar will tell you kind of what they can do. So if I hold over a person or an item, can I tell them... Can I tell you to go and transform into this? Let's select one and right-click on the weapon rack. To actually, oh, hey, we got Calypso, the archer. Look at him in his little hat and bow. He's pretty happy to be there. Okay, so we have some rope. We have some of that. We have some planks as well. So let's make another bow. Still need some more rope though. So we'll move this over here, I think on the back side. That's fine. We're okay with logs still. In fact, we're gonna clean the logs up a bit. Can you still do the clean function? You can. That's good. So hopefully they'll put those logs away with that. Yes. Okay, so the clean function does work. We have some stone now, which is good. We can maybe think about putting some low-lying walls here and there. If I take this archer... Let's see here. Recall workers, spawn worker. No idea. Can I actually take this crystal? Didn't really say. Hold on, let's hit Alp. Crafting wards. Game modes. No? Game modes. Conquest. They are also trying to expand. We'll be in trouble if we don't take some forward territory. So here and here, I think. So let's... Alright, so we have that enough. Let's make... I think one more archer kit. We'll go ahead and stop working on the loom and fabric. That's alright. And, oh, let's see. This is mine, I believe. So let's... Let's delete this, and we'll probably need another stockpile, I think, over in that direction for iron. Alright, so there's some more stockpiles for us. Now, I don't know if you can get rid of these little stumps. It kind of doesn't look like it, but does the cleanup function work here? Doesn't feel like it. Alright, you get to become iron. And you too. And you get to... Yeah, those planks will get used up over time. I'm not worried about it. Okay, let's make one more person an archer. So we have 2. And let's explore the map a little bit. So we'll send Calypso and Barnes out here into the wilderness a bit to scout. Now, there was friendly fire last time I played this game, so it could become an issue. So let's tell them to harvest this iron. And that'll keep the idle people busy. Alright, so you can kind of see where their territory is. Oh, there's 2 Bricktrons right there. So let's get up on this hill and see if Calypso and Burns can take care of them. Oh crap, they've been spotted. Oh, crap. Oh, wow. Okay, they do a lot more damage than I thought they would. So we're kind of having to bounce aggro between the two. And that's really going to lower their damage for us, which is nice. They definitely do a lot more damage with their bow than their fists, so that's something to be mindful of. And when you kill them, I think their little wisps actually come to us. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap, they did not like us coming out here. Oh my goodness, we should not have left base, guys. This is not safe. This is not safe at all. Did we just get destroyed? I think we did. I think we poked them too early because now they're on their way to just outright kill us. Let's see. Well, we might be okay. We might be okay. Let's, in the meantime, construct a furnace. We're gonna need one of these. Alright, we're really gonna have to gang up on them as quickly as possible. With a little bit of a militia that we do have. We don't have enough energy to spawn a new Bricktron, but that's alright. Why are you making a furnace up there? I have no idea. We have Bricktrons down there, which is a problem we'll have to fix. Oh, well, we're getting rushed again. Dang Zergs. Like we're armed themselves in desperate gambit to fend off Bricktrons, yeah. Oh, good. Okay, we got our people back. Now, did we have one more archer kit? We did, so we'll go get that as well. Alright, we just lost a Bricktron. So we'll shoot him. I don't think there's friendly fire anymore. It's kind of a shame. Friendly fire was interesting, but then again, it's also a very challenging aspect. Okay, so we have defended our base for now. They have captured every other gem in the meantime. It's a problem for us. That is a problem. Alright, let's produce iron ingots. Which will hopefully be fine. Hey, don't throw rocks at me. We may have to make another archer kit. Alright, so far it's doing okay. I know there's a lot more strong units out there in this place, probably. Okay, so we have some iron. No iron ingots. I think that means we need a new stockpile to actually store the iron ingots. So let's do that as well. So far, they've been pretty good at kind of ignoring my buildings. Our outpost is just a terrible mess of blocks and destruction right now. Oh, we have another little guy on his way over. Okay. You did a good bit of damage by yourself, Archer. I'm proud of you, guy. I'm probably gonna have to tell these guys to help every so often. There we go. Tell this to go to iron. And what do you need to make iron? Do you need anything? No? Let's see, can I manually pick up some iron and throw it into there? How much iron do you need to make a bar? Is it 100 maybe? No idea. Do you need a piece of wood possibly? No? Maybe we just don't have enough. I mean, we have a free worker though. Alright, we need to keep our archer away. He does a lot more damage than just bare fists. Alright, so that is safe. Let's, very, very interesting. A lot of things to consider right here. What's this? Some floating bricks that don't need to be there? Let's get another archer. And we could probably summon another Bricktron, I think. We can. That's good. So our population is growing. And so far, you know, it's not a major task. Let's clean this area up. Go ahead and pick up your bricks, guys. Put everything back away. We don't need them. And let's try tunneling for a moment and see what this is like. Tunnel. So if we put our tunnel right there, you can see that we can essentially grab it and go in like that and hit accept. So we'll have a tunnel. Go ahead and make another stockpile or two. Archers are starting to engage from farther away. Probably for the best. Getting better range. There we go. It's perfectly fine. All these guys just moving around. Mining seems to be working, which is good. I still don't know how to make iron, though. That's a bit of a problem. Like, I wonder if you need the forge and the furnace. It requires 5 iron to make. I don't know. Can I delete this? No, I can't. Stone into glass ingots. We have plenty of iron, but it's just not working out for us. Okay, so I think I figured out what was going on here. Like, I'm pretty sure it just takes that long to smelt stone or something? Let's just make another archer. Because you can see I put stone in here, and then the worker, one worker just isn't gonna work on it. It's very odd. I almost feel like it might be broken, to be honest. I don't think I'm missing anything. I'll tell you what, we're just gonna move on. So we'll just have archers for now, and no warriors. And our archers seem to be doing just fine by themselves. So let's construct a little bit. Let's put a little bit of a brick wall here, just so our people can survive a little bit easier. Nothing too fancy. Now, this game does encourage kind of proper building tactics. So you want to offset and center your bricks here, and that is going to make a much more strong seal a lot of the time. Because if they knock out a lower one, these upper two should, in theory, stay. Which is good. So we'll do that for now, and let's add a door, I guess, just to see what the door is going to look like. Unless you can't. Oh, well, we kind of applied the changes. Can I not just delete that door? Close sculpture hub, door, blah, blah. I don't know how to delete an object. That's a bit of a problem, I think. But that's alright, we'll just have to manage. And to fill in these one little corners, you have half blocks and things like that. Not overly worried about those, though. You gotta be careful how you lay these down, because they kind of can go in weird spots, it looks like. So we'll put these down kind of bit by bit. If nothing else, we'll have a little bit of an archway, it looks like. So that right there, I think, will be good. Let's seal that off and use a half brick there. And I think they can reach, in theory, 1 block higher than they stand. Which is good to know. Whoa, we got a falling plank, boys. That was weird. Very weird indeed. And what we can hopefully eventually do is, well, one, we need to focus fire. It's usually the best thing to do when you're getting swarmed by enemies like this. Just focus one down. It really kind of lowers their overall damage output. And then you move on to the others. But with this wall built, we can kind of backfill a little bit. And that'll allow us to put archers on the walls. I think that would be useful. So you guys can go back to building that. Okay, and just one final thing. We'll build a little set of half stairs on each side. That's kind of our temporary access point up to here. Oh wow, they are angry. Can they not use the door if it's not constructed all the way? Because if not, that's a bit of a problem. I mean, in theory, they should be able to. Or maybe they're just out of stone. I think they're just out of stone. So let's expand our mine out a bit. So like that. Like that. Can I grab it this way? I can. That's fine. Go 1 block that way and 1 block that way. Cool. Agree. And they'll bring back some more stone for our little wall here. Now it takes a decent amount of raw stone to actually make the wall itself. So we'll see how long that takes. And I'm pretty sure at nighttime, wow, these things glow really brightly, don't they? I'm a little concerned. There we go. Alright. You're nice and safe. I'm going to put you up on that wall there, because we're about to seal that off. And it'll only be accessible from one side. And you can go here. Unless you don't want to, that's fine. And you can go on that upper wall section. Like that. So now we have a good defensible position, which our archers, I think they gain range when they're higher up. So we'll let them kill probably one more thing before we basically say this episode is done. Hey, the furnace is working. Has it been working this whole time? No, is there a specific kind of thing that we need for this to function? Let's see. Hey, you made an ingot. I'm really starting to think it just takes them that long to make an ingot. little crazy to think about. There's that little half block there. So is this functioning now? It might require brimstone. Yeah, where are you getting this? Like, what are you doing to start these? Why are you working now? Is it because we actually found brimstone? Okay, so brimstone might be the fuel for the furnace. It's like the equivalent of coal. And our mine is, it looks like we were actually finding some in there, so that's where they're getting the stuff. Okay, well, looks like we have finally learned how to make some iron. Thank goodness, I was a little concerned for a while there. So wanting to get one plank, we'll make one of the spears. Our crystal really glows at night too. But it looks like our archers are super powerful right now, but we might get one footman just to hold the line if necessary. He might be flanking to the left, or just gathering with his buddies. There's about 4 of them on that crystal. That's a little intimidating. Wanted to see how well this goes. Oh, one's coming up. Here comes our archers. Look at that, just shooting off from this wall is really helping. Now they can throw rocks at you, which is a concern. Oh, you're destroying my block? How dare you? That's rude. He found the one spot that's good for, and a little bit of a blind spot. So we'll make our people spread out, I think, a little bit better, so they can cover angles. Oh my goodness, they're all on their way. They're breaking down our door. So we'll open the door for them and just punch them in the face until they're dead. Defend the wall, I say. Defend the wall. Okay. You guys can continue doing whatever it is you do. And our wall is safe for the evening. Anyways, I think that's it for today's episode of Castle Story. It's a really fun little game. It's a little convoluted, but I'm sure there are some tutorials and hints. I'm just kind of going into it blind because that's just how I enjoy games. I enjoy figuring them out. If you guys want, you can subscribe for more creative goodness such as this. Go ahead and tell me what kind of army you want. You want more archers? You want more footmen? Let me know that down below. And until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Die, 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 die.